What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from AK Nation TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And I'm here to talk to y'all about the challenge. Okay, there's a lot going on, and I honestly feel that this particular episode got me interested. It got spicy. There was some drama. Unnecessary drama, but drama nonetheless. And I felt like this episode really sped along, right? It was fast paced for me, right? We didn't wait till 45 minutes into, well, we never wait till 45 minutes in to get to the challenge. Let me not do that. But it went from recap to challenge to drama, deliberation, which included the vote this time. I liked that. And then we get to the challenge. So, I'm not going to dissect the whole episode because it was, like I said, it was really, really fast paced and there's no point. But I want to talk about the obvious that happened this particular episode. One, they painted Asaf and Corey to be like this amazing duo of duos, right? In the clip that you watch in the episode, Asaf says to Corey that I got your back, I love you, you're dope, all of the things. And, you know, Corey is like, I don't know who to trust, and, you know, I appreciate you, and all of that, right? They have this communication back and forth. There's no, hidden situation, or the editing didn't, play us or whatever. Asaf said those words. Corey received those words. They're talking at the table, and it seems like they get along. They're cool, right? And so I'm like, either Asaf is going to elimination or Corey is going to elimination, because Asaf says that, you know, I'll never put him in. He never has to worry about anything, or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, clearly something's going off with these two, because when have we started the episode with Corey, and when have we started the episode one with Asaf? So I'll give him that. But I'm like, all right, something's afoot, right? Boom, we get past that. We go through the challenge. Raven and Corey did remarkably well. Corey was smart enough to have a bunch of rings, and he tossed it over on the +10 pole, and it was like and rung up. So I'm like, okay, go ahead, Corey. I like Corey. I think Corey's cool. We follow each other, or I follow him, whatever, on Twitter, and he's dope, right? Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Paulie. Shout out to Nelson. Shout out to Kylan. Those four dudes, I hit them up. They respond. They're cool. So shout out to those four dudes, right? And so Corey and Raven ends up winning. And I'm happy for Raven, because this is not her first win, but her first win on this particular season. And I'm happy for Corey, because this is the first time he's won a challenge daily or whatever. But with great power comes great responsibility. And this particular round is called the Chaos Round. And so TJ tells Corey and Raven that they have to come forward and make a choice. And the choice is they have to nominate a guy to go down possibly into elimination. So my thing is I don't understand why things were so difficult for Corey. I mean, I'm sure I can probably go to his Twitter and find out, because he talks about what happens after every episode. But for me, when I think about the people that could potentially go in, obviously somewhere out of nowhere, James and Corey are butt buddies, right? Because they show that clip. Karen is with Raven, and Raven's with Karen, so Raven doesn't want Karen to go in. I don't know why he didn't choose Kellum. I guess he likes Kellum. I don't know why. I mean, hearing everything left, it seems like Kellum would be the only UK guy that he could choose from. I don't know how that works, though. I really don't. It just doesn't make sense to me, but he ends up picking Asaf, and I don't know why. And instead of like literally like trying to explain his position in a calm manner, he allows Asaf to get him heightened like Asaf is, and it becomes a blowback or a blow up. With Michelle, he cries and he feels somber. With Asaf, he's combative and wants to go off. Clearly, because Asaf is going off, Asaf calls him a bitch and all types of shit. And in the deliberation, they yell at each other. And I'm thinking this has a lot to do with like the men being men and not wanting to be punked or whatever. But I honestly don't understand Corey's choice. I feel like there were other people to choose, especially anyone that's not in the U.S. alliance. And so for me, I don't understand the choice. I really don't. And it's not like Raven gave him or said a name that could be potentially used or whatever. It was like, I don't want Karen. He doesn't want James. Then there's the U.S. boys. I don't know why we didn't choose Cullum. I don't know. I was just confused on why Asaf got chosen. But outside of all of that, they go to the little club party thing, and they have the little club party thing. They have the deliberation. Karen goes in, or Asaf wants Karen, and so everybody picks Karen to go in. We get to elimination, and this is when the season becomes amazing to me. We get to see Jordan come out and be in his oh so glorious days, right? Because Jordan comes out and he's cocky. He's speaking cocky in the confessional. So I'm like, he better be winning. Like, he better be winning this thing the way he's talking and the way he's coming off. You notice though, they didn't really show Karen talking that much. They showed Asaf. And so in my mind, it's like after everything was said and done. Well, no, Karen has been doing confessionals, so I don't know, but maybe talking about the loss was too much for him or whatever. But Jordan is a smart player, man. Jordan stalling the time, sitting at his button to hit the button, was freaking hilarious. And Karen did not understand what was going on and how Jordan played played it to his advantage. Jordan allowed this man to get 2 points up on him. Jordan was taking his time. When Jordan paused, he assessed the situation to see how he needed to win the game. And I'm just like, wow, this man is so freaking dope. Had it been me, I probably would have just been going back and forth like Karen. But the moment I saw Jordan waiting at the buzzer, I would have switched up my whole thing, right? Giving credit to Jordan. Karen saw it, but he tried, but he was so intimidated by Jordan, it just was what it was. But he did try. That second round, Karen was like stumped that second round. In the third round, like, man, he was hurting. And the audience tried to get him to win, obviously because they didn't want to lose the money and they didn't want to lose Karen. But how many weeks is going to be chaos? Because if you mean to tell me that all of these weeks are happening and the vet, whoever goes against the vet, has the opportunity to win the money for them and still be in the house, I don't know, that's kind of crazy to me. They can't do this too many times because if they don't lose people, when is the game going to end? You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I really like this episode. I thought this episode was hot. Jordan looked good. He was popping his ish. Asaf Jordan chose the Karen shovel or whatever that was in the sand pole, and Asaf gets to go back in. Asaf was making it sound like he wanted to really play against Jordan though, because it's all about being a champion anyway. And so like, if you can't beat the champs, if you can't beat the best, how are you gonna be the champ? And I get all that, but I wouldn't have wanted to play Jordan now. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't have wanted to play Jordan now, but whether now or later, does it really matter? Because at the end of the day, only one person is going to be the champ. There's not going to be a male and woman champ. There's only going to be one champ. So whether here or there, it has to happen. You know what I mean? Karen breaks down. And you can see it right before he went to go talk in front of the cameras and bust down crying. You can tell his energy was completely defeated. He didn't even really want to say much, and it was what it was. He was ready to get out of there. Then when he left, he breaks down crying and stuff. I'm like, oh, poor guy. Jordan speaks to the contenders, and Emmanuel turns his back on Jordan. Now, I don't know if Emmanuel's going to beat Jordan or whatever, if they set it up like this, but that was like straight disrespectful to me. Like, how are you wanting to win this game and you're not respecting the champ? You know what I mean? Like, I just couldn't understand why he just turned his back like that and was like, you're not talking to me. And for that, I hope that, Emmanuel loses to CT or, to whoever else is coming, because that's just disrespectful. All of you are there trying to be Jordan. And for you to turn your back, I don't know, that was just OD for me. Anyways, leave your comments below. If you're wondering why I'm in my robe or in a robe, listen, I was cleaning out my closet and I found this. I had to wash it because I wore this 2 Halloweens ago. I was a Rastafarian and who just got out the shower. So I had on like a bathrobe and like long dreads or whatever. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that years back. I don't like when I get out of bed that I get cold. And it may not be like freezing in the house, but I just don't like to be exposed. But I also don't like wearing clothes. Like if I could walk around the house naked, I would. But because I do be a little chilly and I want to get warm, I throw on this robe and it just made everything just feels great. Like this is just a great, nice robe. It's nice and thick and, I have my boxers underneath and all I got to do to get comfortable and get into bed is just take this off and then I put this back on and take it off and then I'll put this back on. It's great. I love it. Anyways, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think or thought about this particular episode. Deuces.